Peter Turner here from Customer Frame, sharing with you one of the 5 tips and one of the 5 reasons why customer data is so important to your business. It all starts with a bit of a story. Customer data is one of those things that we often get really quite sort of scared about or anxious about in our businesses. It gets a bit put in that sort of too hard basket. And one of the things about data is it can be a huge asset for your business, way beyond what you would traditionally think. I was recently talking to a swimwear retailer who works in that sort of specialist retail segment, and we were talking about the value of his business. And very competitive marketplace, and we started talking about, well, what's the valuation of the business? Now that's a really different sort of conversation, but when you start breaking it down, you've got your sort of typical turnover and all these other sorts of value metrics. But we started to talk about the customer database. And he sort of said, oh, well, I've got a good database, and, it allows me to, have repeat purchasing, and, I've got some loyal customers there. I went, great. So is that all the goodwill? And as we started to unpack it more, we realized that actually there's way more to having a great customer database than just the repeat purchasing alone. Imagine if you were a swimwear retailer and you had 30,000 contacts for people who are, professional or amateur professional swimmers in a country. Now, that's worth something to you, definitely as a business, to be able to remarket to them and generate more business and growth, but also to some of the big manufacturers. So think Speedo, for example. Wouldn't they love to get their hands on a database of 30,000 swimmers, their complete target market with demographics and information about their purchasing habits? And this is why customer data is so important. Going beyond that traditional thinking of, oh, well, I've just sort of got a transaction and move on. Actually, building out your database, building up your customer data is a really rich resource of building huge business value as a core asset. So that's one of the 5 top reasons why customer data is important for your business. And it makes sense at the end of the day because customers are the ultimate reason we're in business to start with.